You know what? We came in here and did a nice job of taking care of business like we were supposed to tonight. I thought defensively in both halves we were pretty good, especially in that first half, holding them to 20%. But overall for the game, 27% is phenomenal. And they shot 0 for 13 from the three, which we got to continue to improve on our three-point defensive percentage, and I thought that was a great job by our team tonight. The only thing that I see a negative of the entire night was I wasn't very happy with the rebounding effort. We gave up way too many offensive rebounds, and they kind of beat us to the punch on a lot of those, and so that's the only thing I was disappointed. Otherwise, I thought our guys' effort was great. I thought our bench play was fantastic. It was great to see some of our guys come in there and perform and hopefully give them a little bit of confidence moving forward to Denver.
Confidence kind of the operative word here, because just given the emotional, low that you guys reached last weekend with the two losses and the way that you lost them, just to come in here, play some ball and kind of just let it all hang out had to feel kind of good just to remember what that feeling is kind of like.
It did, and you know what? The one thing about this team that I know is this group never quit on us. I would never expect anything like that. These guys love playing basketball. I think they love playing for our staff. We love coaching them. They get along really well, and it was a disappointing weekend. There's no question about that, and they're disappointed about it. And you know what? I'm glad they are. That just tells you how competitive they are, but. It was nice they can bounce back and have focus and hold this team to 40 points, but now it gets more serious again on the back half of this conference swing.
Yeah, and that's one question I asked Tavian was just the competition level increases so dramatically by the time you get to Saturday. Is that helpful, hurtful?
I hope it doesn't hurt. To be honest with you, Jay, I hope that these guys get out there and they will. We'll get out there. We'll put together a great game plan. And we just talked about it in the locker room, and I told them, again, you got to go on the road and compete to win, not to compete to stay in the game. I mean, go out there and compete to win and know that you're going to win that game. We did a great job on Denver in that first game, and so we got to just take that defensive effort out there and just keep holding this team accountable on that defensive end and that rebounding side, and let our offense take care of itself. But Denver's a very good team. They're probably playing as well as anybody in the league right now, as far as I'm concerned. And so we're going to have definitely our challenge ahead of us. But you know what? I think our guys will accept it and hopefully get this monkey off our back.
I guess at games like this, there are some necessary evils you have to get through. Certainly one of them, I guess, is the athletic plays you could see in transition, the dunks and that kind of stuff. Probably nice, and like he was saying, with confidence to get everybody fired up again when you can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and we ran about 2 or 3 sets just to get guys going, like Tavian Pomley. I think Tyler Flack has had one half of good basketball in the last 2 games, and so again, I got to get him back to playing good again and more consistent and at a high level because he's got to be able to help us out. And so we try to get him going, and I think in the 17 minutes, he goes 6 of 6 and 13 and 6 rebounds, and so it was good to see him get going a little bit, and hopefully carries that into Saturday. But I thought all of our guys came in and did a nice job, all 11 guys, and so that's what we ask out of them: go in there and play hard and compete and defend. And I thought they did a pretty good job of that tonight.
It's fun for you to be able to reward a guy like Jack, who's just put in his time and always accepted his role, and getting him in there in the first half, and then hearing the crowd respond every time he took a shot. Just is that fun for you and the rest of the coaches? I know the guys are jumping up off the bench excited.
I thought in that first half our guys were not taking open shots. They were wide open trying to get Jack the ball, and that just goes to tell you what type of guys that we have on this basketball team. They all look out for each other. But absolutely, that's why I threw them in there. I love to see the hard work of guys, and you get them out there, and then they get rewarded. And you know what? Jack is a Coyote through and through. He bleeds South Dakota. I don't think there's any other place that a young man would rather be than here. And such a great person and a great student, great family. I really enjoy having him on the team, and I know our staff does too. So I thought it was awesome.
This is almost more of a nerd question, but do you have a lot of these kind of games coming in future years, or are you going to try to phase these out?
No, these games will be phased out. We will start playing either other Division I schools. The only kicker is that we got to make sure they're home games. That's the nice thing about this, is that we can actually pay these teams to come in. It gives us 3 home games. And the only reason why I went to 3 this year is because Oakland backed out late. Otherwise, it's 2, and that was passed through the Summit League. But moving forward, we are going to play Division II schools, local Division II schools, or regional, so to speak. And should be competitive, should be fun. Hope it's not too competitive.
Is this a game, as a coach, that you can kind of look at too before the game starts, that you kind of want to improve on all facets of your game?
Yeah, I mean, we were out there. We didn't run a ton of our sets, or we ran some action stuff here and there. I just want our guys to come out and have fun, get back on the winning track, play a lot of guys, get everybody involved. But there's times during those timeouts that I told our guys that our execution right now is poor. We're getting a little sloppy with the ball, because sometimes when you get up about 30, 35, everybody wants to try to throw the oops and get fancy with it. And I just want them to understand that you got to stay disciplined and play our game, and don't get too out of control and get too sloppy, because I don't want to see it, and neither do the fans. And I thought they handled it pretty well.